Welcome back to the channel, Super Snails. Recently has been brought to my attention that I made a few errors and I wanted to immediately address them. And by immediately, I mean not the next day or as soon as I found out, but a couple days later. So it's as immediate as I could feel like getting up around to doing it. So on my previous video, the Fridge Plus Clone Wars, right? Uh, the guys on the Discord, on my Discord, they went ahead and corrected me. They said, "Hey, you're doing this wrong, and you're doing this wrong, and you're doing this wrong, and we believe it's this for this reason and why." That's a luxury that you guys have that you guys can go ahead and do. You guys can go ahead and jump into the Discord and say, "Hey, man, this ain't right." And the good thing about that is this game, I think Peter's vision was to like create a community-based game. And I don't know the guy, but I'm assuming because of how hard and everything being so like you learn something because a guy's ahead of you and then he kind of shares that information with somebody else and then word of mouth and all of a sudden this community grows, right? Because one person's like, "Hey, I learned this and I'm gonna teach it to you," and then it somehow funnels to me, right? And then I try to teach it to you guys. So we're all like-minded as far as being super snails. We are all playing the same game and we're all trying to get better at it and grow. And so I urge you guys to just jump in here and share your thoughts. And because in the channel there's actually people that are not like me at all. They are like me in the fact that they like to play the game, but that's about as far as our as far as our what do you call it are concerned, as far as our likenesses are, because some players are min-maxers, some players are analytical, some people will actually build like spreadsheets and write wikis, and some people actually work for the company, and some people just want to be shown what is happening. So there's a variety of people in here, so join when you can. If you want to, your voice will be heard here. And as you can see here, I will be talking about 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 guys in the channel right now, in the Discord channel, that needed help or that helped me. So without further ado, here last week I had, or a couple days ago, I had mentioned that when I purchased anything in here, I usually don't purchase these. My thought process was that because RNG will eventually give me these, I'll eventually get them, because I didn't have any intel that told me, hey, like if you beat this guy at the end of it here, if you click anywhere, it's gonna drop any specific weapon. This might be the hammer, that Warhammer that I was talking about, because I said I'm just gonna go ahead and purchase all of these right here so that I can go ahead and level up my units and climb all the way up to yeah, let me see, floor whatever, floor 600, so that I can get this right here, the thermal hammer relic. So if that's true, then where is the hammer? And the hammer, apparently, I don't have any proof, but the guys on the Discord told me that it comes from this right here, getting this guy on the top left. So wild hammer frags. So after getting these frags, we can then beat on it or whatever. And if you do the math correctly, you need X amount. And so you need, I believe it's 21 weeks. That's what they told me. 21 weeks, and I'll just go ahead and go off about right here. So Too Cool here says, stop buying blue discs. Focus on the top left, like I just showed you guys, as you will need to buy it for up to 21 weeks in order to get the thermal hammer. After 21 weeks, you also get 2 choice boxes which hold very, very strong bonuses to minions. Also, blue discs are extremely low on return on investment, as they are exponentially more expensive each level you try to get. So what he's telling me here is, and I have been noticing that I'm dumping all of these into the blue discs, and it's getting harder for me to level up. So that's true. So I can be like, okay, I can course correct. Now, if the hammer wasn't behind that gold piece, I would probably still continue leveling up my guys. That's what I would do. but because there's something important and raw behind it, I have to course correct. I have to accept that I made a mistake, and I want you guys all to that are watching this that don't know what I'm that didn't know that also that hey, there it is. You know what I'm saying? We should be all doing that, and I'm going to be doing that from now on. So every time I do a maybe a fridge thing, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that I show you guys that I'm constantly buying that as a constant reminder. If for whatever reason nobody watches this video, specifically, right? As blah blah blah, get the bonuses for characters. Don't worry about the discs. So I will not be doing that. Thank you, Too Cool. Compass possibility, I do not know. Okay, so he was asking me here about the compass. So I would have to come over here. He kind of wanted to see where my compass was at. My compass looks like kind of doo-doo because I didn't have, if I recall correctly, I only have 2 of these. Oh, I can actually put this one in here. Cool. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Troop and crit, and so okay. So how I would do it here, because those 3 stamps are pretty good. If they were gold, if they were gold, they would be really good. So right now I'm looking at 6 6 7 7. So 3 6s and a 7 on troop defense and negative 29. So if we go ahead and change that, because it's going to make a big difference. The 118 versus the 73 could hurt my numbers. So yeah, see, so I lose a percentage here. I lose a percentage here. I lose some small percentages here, and I believe this was 29. Was that 29? I gotta redo it, because if I'm gonna do this in real time, I would have picked the highest number, right? And the highest number was 118. Sure. Okay, so that's 29. So I lose negative 29% minion checks, which is basically giving me the opportunity of getting my Russian, where the benefits of what I have right now would be this right here, these stamps, the only benefits. So I would be getting plus 1% rush, 1.5, and then plus troop crit, which is not even in that hard stat section, and then I'd be getting a 1.5. So I believe that I would be losing more if I swapped over just for the stamps. Now, if I got more la arte de la guerre, Geria, Gerie. So if I got more of these, I eventually I'm gonna swap it in. But unfortunately, I don't have enough, and because that number doesn't translate, it's not gonna be. And this guy's here. So unfortunately, this is the only spot where that current relic is going to sit in. So I either get more copies of that one and then put it in, and then eventually bolster up, and then I can swap it in. That is unfortunately that. So gear minion combos, make sure if you're using mostly demons, you have demon gear. Okay, so he was mentioning here that if I have like if my minions are a strict like zombies, for example, that I should have zombie gear and stuff. Probably swap over my gear into that section. I believe this guy's zombie. I don't recall if he's zombie. He's mutant type. And I believe this is a zombie. No, this is mutant. What the fuck? I guess so. Yeah, mutant type. So I clearly favor mutants, and the chicas are mutants. So I'm pretty sure I was favoring the mutants initially because of Legina. So and that's just how strong they are. Because I have really strong zombies, and I could just I would love for there to be a withdraw all button right there. That would be some lovely. That would be lovely. So yeah, they don't change. That's how strong they are. So he was saying, hey, make sure that your gear is zombie mutant. Basically, is what I have. Unfortunately, whatever. I think I was using it because of these species wars. So unfortunately, that's gonna have a demon one right there. Angel, that's gonna be there. I could try to do more of the, like, let's say zombie and hook that up, and actually I probably should, but I don't even know if this is going to work on it. So I'll work on that. That is something that he meant for me to put my attention to, and I would implore that if you guys really care, every now and then just like take a day and be like, hey, I'm going to look at my sim today, and then maybe next time I'll do my exploration. And because you set them and sometimes you forget them. So sometimes you'll just do things and then you'll just completely forget that you did it and that you could have updated it and that you could have gotten more power from it. Right. Cool. So he says here, gear, minion combos. Make sure that make sure if you are using mostly demon. Right. Okay. Fridge error. Now for the fridge section, Too Cool had mentioned that here when we do the resolver section and we go ahead and we extract, that I should use not my black tadpoles, but I can use my cells because they're at a lower premium. I would say that I don't necessarily agree or disagree with you on that, or anybody on that. I believe my account creates an insane amount of black tadpoles, and like I showed you guys before, I also have a bank. Like just 2 days ago, I emptied it out, and they're back to normal, and I have 340k. So if I spend a million to upgrade that, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like a million black tadpoles, you know, the next day. So I'm not too worried about this one, even though it says 50k cells and stuff like that, because I'm worried, and obviously Too Cool's like further ahead than I am, or I believe he is. I can't even remember. There's a lot of people here talking, and it's hard for me to just maintain it all. I just know the people that are constantly talking, the people that talk to most vocal people. I try to remember like how far ahead they are, but not I can't always keep up. So anyway, that being said, he does come from a place of, you know, he's trying to help, right? So or you're trying to, right, Too Cool? Because I know you're trying to come from a place of like, hey man, I'm just trying to help you. So I do appreciate that. I hope that my texts never come off as like weird, because text is text, right? So there's no like feels or anything that you get, no vibes. It's only personal interpretation. Anyway, so he just mentions that you have an option. So I mean, if you guys are low on cells, or you guys just have like a bajillion cells, or you know you're not going to be doing, for example, tech cells last, and you're low on cash, go ahead and do whatever you got to do to resolve the resolver. I'm so funny. I know. I'm pretty good. Pretty good. That just came off the top, baby. I'm so good. So here he says there was a picture here. Let me see if I can find it. So here on our what do you call it? Our what I call Snail new intel or whatever. This Discorder from somewhere else. I don't know where he got the information from. I'm just gonna assume that the person that he's getting from is a reliable source. Again, nobody in this Discord is trying to hurt other snails. So if this is coming from a place of what I think is obviously genuine like help, this is what I believe. This person says, okay, so for the Clone Wars section, he is saying he's giving us like a kind of like a list of how to like proceed. So he says claim combat supplies first. So if we come here, we go and we get our combat supplies. I believe it would be like right here. This is our supplies claimed and whatnot. And then buy fluid from the top left of the shop. Fluid from the top shell. This guy right here, he's saying to buy this. I kind of see where this is going. How many can you buy? You get 3 of these. Oh, so I might be able to just do this like right now. I don't know if he posted anything about the gear, so let me just keep going. Okay, so he says buy fluid from the top left, do fridge as normal, and then base fight, which is the I believe this is the best base fight, right? And then do the Legion duel, which is this right here last. So this week, grab green relic first, which we already did that. Top row item priority going forward. So does he mean the whole top, save for the red embryo, which I did mention that, and then get mutant gear months from now? Okay, so all right, so what it sounds like to me is that he's not prioritizing this gear like I said I should. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I know that this makes sense, and I know that this whole road does actually now make sense. It makes a lot of sense because this will help us grow, and this will also help us extract more, which will then give us more of this right here. It'll give us more of this cultivation fluid, it'll give us excuse me, more mutagen serum, which is very important for leveling up your snail hard stats and your minion hard stats. And then you'll also get more white tadpoles, which like, I believe that if you stay here long enough in the game long enough, the game will eventually pay itself off. That's a possibility. It's a possibility if we stay here that long, which would be bananas. It's strange that he doesn't mention this, and that this isn't like somewhere up here. Maybe it'd be a little too confusing or whatever. But I guess if you really need the mutagen serum, sure. But yeah, this makes sense. I don't know if this is coming back, so hopefully TBD on next fridge. I think this might be a really good call. I just hate to spend the 1500 and then be like, damn, I could have gotten this gear. But yeah, he said to save up for this, and this makes sense. This makes sense because these guys make, like, okay, so we're gonna be getting snail hard stats on level 1. Oh yeah, level 1, yeah. And then you get another shard, you get snail hard effects, or excuse me, effect, your whatever, face civilization, all that goes up to plus 50. You get a little more damage later on. 60 minion battle. What is this? Please just come back. 6 crit, a lot of crit. So this one's okay. This one, like, at max level, he's okay. He's giving you extra stuff. But yeah, I didn't think that this was as important, but I'm going to follow the instruction that was given, because now we can do a little extra fridge shit. And that's right now, look, it's just increasing our power level already by just doing this. And then we come here, we do the same thing. I could have just flopped over or whatever. And then here we just go ahead and we get more. We could have had an actual fight, an additional file for this section right here. So this, I think, goes off of files, if I recall. It's only been a day, so I don't even know where the stuff is. What is it? I wonder if it shows it to me when I could have sworn it. I only did it the one time. And that's the rough thing about doing it on a weekly basis, that you get rusty by the time that first day comes out. So yeah, anyway, so I think those files really do matter, if I remember correctly. It's only been like 2 days, but yes, that's 2 days for me is a million years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, that's fine, it's whatever. And this is already going berserk. Like those 3 potions that I bought at that store are already increasing my power level. Look, I'm just now I feel like really bad, because I was like, oh shit, dude, like I missed out on 3 pots that I could have gotten a little bit stronger on the other section and the Clone Wars. So that's it. I'm glad I get to see the facts in check. Like, this is like, I got fact checked. You know what I'm saying? And it happened in Discord, so that's where a lot of you guys have your loudest voice. I don't always check my my YouTube channel or whatever, because it's not my main account. And so, you know, I just go ahead and listen to your voices on Discord. So be heard there. Be heard there. Look, I had like 3 extra files. And look at this. I keep getting more potions. This is fridge continued, man. Oh, it just keeps oh, Jesus. What an absolute. Oh, I even fill him out. What? Like, I fill up the freaking thing, dude? Damn. Wow, so I get all of this extra. I don't have words. But I'm also excited at the same time, if that makes sense, because I am seeing that, like, the errors of my ways. You guys, I get to show you my errors, and you guys get to, like, be like, oh, okay, we were listening to OJ and he wrong. And that's okay. He wrong, and that's okay. But I'm not gonna let you guys down. I'm not. If you guys are watching the content because you guys want to learn from me, then I also don't want you guys to learn wrong. I want to steer you back into the right direction, right? So that's this. We'll have another few steps as the weeks go on, because it makes sense, right? We're all learning. So we had Twisted over here. He helped me out. Too cool. And even a new a new person that joined the Discord server. He actually, Sebastian over here, he actually came through, and the three of them were like, "Nah, man, you got to do this right." So okay, I'm glad we were able to see in real time the effect of the cultivation fluid getting it. So I don't know how this went over my head, to be fair, to be honest to myself, because I love this. I actually love this fluid. This fluid is literally what makes this whole fridge section even do anything. Then what matters here is this fluid. This cultivation fluid is all that matters. So anywhere I can see cultivation fluid, I even realized that there was a chest. I think it's right here. Yeah. So they added a Legion chest, and it drops a cultivation fluid, and it even drops at a 1%, a 0.1% chance super cultivation fluid, the purple drink, and yeah, it drops this. It drops the coins. Looks like I'm glad that this is actually at such a low percentage, because we don't want that green crap out of. Get that green crap out of here. It's got clone speed ups, which that's clone speed up is fine. It's okay. If you need it, and then when you don't, they just build up. So I rarely touch my cloning, whatever. But this is obviously the top shelf stuff in the bottom, which is fine. And then obviously these are this kind of L shape right here, whatever. So there is a chest for it. I'll open one right now. Maybe I'll get a cultivation fluid. Because if it did, it would continue feeding my refrigerator. Oh my god. All right, so there's that. But yeah, that basically covers the course correction that I had. Do join the Discord. Ask your questions. Fact check me if you believe that I could be doing something different. Because if I could be doing something different, then if it makes sense to me, I will share it with everybody. If there's something behind what you're saying, like there could easily be something behind the wild hammer after you, I guess, defeat them or get whatever, and there's a weapon there. Like if there's a weapon there, then that's cause for change, for course correction. That is cause for I need to make a change immediately because we need it. Okay, there it is actually. Okay, so I actually just did find out. I wasn't able to see it there, and that's probably why I never really paid attention to it. But look, with just the RNG, I'm already like I've randomly got them, but I don't want you guys to like rely on RNG. So maybe I'm just I'm super lucky. But here's the wild hammer. And a minion sim black tadpoles from victories plus 40. So that upgrades, and then you get now white tadpoles, I guess, from the relic. So when you get that, and then you get the other, they come together and etc. So you get to see his effects. I hit his effects, his power, and his whatever. So yeah, okay. So it's there. You just gotta click them. You gotta click them on that. You would think by now I would have clicked on these. The sim section really, like, I don't really like stress it because I don't see the gains. If anything, all I care about is like all I did care about was just climbing to get to that 600 floor. But it turns out that maybe for my account itself, I got super lucky and just like not doing it. But there are like Twisted. He mentioned that he already has it, so he didn't waste time. He sniped it. So, and a lot of the guys, but Too Cool probably sniped it. Maybe even Sebastian probably sniped it or is sniping it. I don't know. But I am going to currently be working on getting. Let's see. Do I just need 2 pieces for his ass? Is that what's going on? Do we just? Yeah, we just need 2 pieces for him. So maybe I just snipe him real quick right now. Well, I probably can't because it resets. So on my next reset, I'll be able to get him, and then I'll be able to put him to sleep, put him to bed or whatever, if I can beat him, right? Cool. There you go. So it didn't burn me as bad as I thought. I was looking back at this, and like they were telling me like, 21 weeks. So I'm like thinking, oh shit, do I have to wait 21 freaking weeks? That was all RNG. All 5 of those were all RNG, by the way. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I do want to make sure that if you guys don't trust the RNG, at least, and if you guys care about that hammer, Thor's hammer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can make it come to you, right? So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a course correction on my mistakes that you viewers can join the Discord in the description, and you can make sure that the water flows in the right direction, and the right direction is always the best direction, which is forward. We all want to go forward. We don't want to stay stagnant in a little pool on the side where we're getting weaker, and we don't want to go off to somewhere else that somehow leads us back to the same spot, and then you're like, and then everyone else is ahead of you. We don't want any FOMO here. We want to make sure that we can all grow together. So join, make your voice heard, and just let us have it, man. Let me have it. Let me have it. There's a lot of guys there. Sometimes I don't talk because these guys have it, man. These guys are constantly on it. You drop a question and you don't even say at me, right? And you just drop a question, and these guys are just like, nom, 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 nom. I know a lot of you guys understand how Discord works. I know that. But it's friendly here. It's chill here. So if you guys get weird energy anywhere else, just make sure that you know that here you're not going to get that. I won't allow it. While I'm here, I'm not going to allow it. I want you guys to be good. I want you guys to like share ideas. Sharing ideas is so much better than being like, oh, I'm better than you, or whatever, or here's this, nah, or I've already answered this. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So here, we don't do that. So with that said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.